So when you go to McGraw-Hill in Google, it should look something like this. And like I said, Andy supplied them with everybody's email. So your login should be the first letter of your first name and then your last name. Like it's gonna be your QCC login, and then you can set up your own. You have to enter the full email at QCC. So I enter my QCC ID. I'm sorry, email address. Let's see if it lets me do it. Okay. So in your login, use your QCC email, and then if you check your emails, apparently everybody already has a temporary password. Once you are in there, you can be prompted to change your password. All right. So this is what it looks like right now. Thank you. Why is this so? It seems dark, doesn't it?
Who's the mouse?
No, it seems like it's the projection. I don't know if there's a way to increase the brightness. So everybody's going to be connected to a window that looks like this. And right now I've been working on this already, that's why this appears. But you'll have to add your own course. So you'll click here on add course. And now this prompts you to find the title of the book that we want to use. So the book that they are giving us is, I just put lab. And then there's choices down here. So the one that we want is this one. I'll send a picture of this so you know which one to choose, okay? But it's the CONNET Virtual Lab. And this one has AMP Revealed, which is the atlas that we are currently using in 302. Our students will have access, even the 301 students will have access to that. So I'm gonna click this one. This is the one you must click so that the temporary or the passcode that she's going to provide all the students actually works. If you choose the wrong book, students will be able to reach the appropriate course. So I'm gonna click on this, okay? And then here you could name, I clicked on it, and it allows you to pick a name, right? So let's just say this is going to be a 301, I'll just call it SP 2020, let's call it 301 Lab. Okay, and I'll just call it, I don't know, 301.
Would there be any reason to put the specific section that you're teaching?
If you're teaching multiple sections, you may want to do this.
Okay.
Because that way, you could keep each individual class separate with their own grades, right? And, I mean, as far as the way that I want to proceed, I want to follow the schedule as best as I can, following the syllabus. So, for example, I teach a lab on Thursday, which they were supposed to have appendicular skeleton today, but then my other lab is not until Wednesday. So I want to make sure that my classes are kept separate, just so I don't lose my mind and I don't get confused who got what. And so yes, sorry.
Okay. Just in my situation, let's say I have 2 AP Wonderlands on Tuesday. So this coming Tuesday, I'm supposed to give 2 practical exams. Is the CONNET set up to give a virtual practical exam?
So I'm facing the same issue. Couple of points on that. First one, we are on hiatus until Thursday. So even though you're supposed to give an exam on Tuesday, there's no classes, nothing. So basically our semester falls behind a week. The second point is the exams we can set up here are based on the models of this book, which are not the models that you already covered in class. So I'm dealing with the same issue with my anatomy too, because I already covered heart and blood. They were supposed to take a test today. Right, so they already studied, they already covered those models, so we have to do it a little bit differently.
So for example, the practical that we're supposed to give the first practical exam, actually the second lab exam, will be on the skeletal system.
Yes.
So skeletal system is skeletal system, no matter which book you use. So it wouldn't make a difference. Now, how do you?
So we are setting it up. I'm going to, if you just hold on, I'm going to show you what it looks like.
Sure.
Yes, a lot of the models are the same.
So basically, the idea is that there's two ways that you can give a test online. You can either use CONNET, right? But CONNET has a limited model, and that is, they may have things that we don't have, and we have things that they don't have, right? If you choose to, you can do that. Alternatively, what they do an idea is you can go around, take pictures, and then put it up onto Blackboard, for example. We can share a picture and image, and then you just do like you would do with station station number 1, A and B, point out what is A and B, and they write down the answer.
But alongside this, so I'm doing this at home, which is no problem. I have a big screen, big computer, everything like that. They are doing it at home, correct?
Yeah.
Now, when I give a practical, as I've been doing it, I'm here, for anybody who doesn't know me, 51 years. I'm the longest serving member of this joint. Anyway, when I give a practical, say, you should always modify it, but basically they're stuck in the lab facing me.
Yes.
Who is to say that at home they can't have the lab manual test?
Of course.
The only thing that we could do is limit the time. For CONNET, the way the program works, it doesn't allow them to open multiple windows at the same time. It doesn't let them log in, let's say using their phone so they could cheat. Blackboard doesn't let us do that. So
We could do, I think, 2 minutes per question.
So what we could do is limit the amount of time and hope that they don't have enough time to
So
cheat.
my practicals, I have them move from station to station from 1.5, they have 1.5 minutes.
You can
and they
designate that.
cannot go back. That's the way I work.
You can set that up on Blackboard.
So then I could limit them, I could give
Yes.
another question in another 1.5 minutes. So it would be a little tough.
Well, most likely you're gonna write all your 50 questions, and then when they're done, they just put click, they go on the next one. They can't go back.
Correct, yeah. Okay, not bad.
Andrew, did you say that 2 minutes per question?
You can set whatever you want.
Oh, you can
I
say.
say a minute
So
and a half.
per station, we say 2 minutes because up that station we had A and B.
So just
So
to
it's
be
like the same
clear,
model, A and B.
to be clear, what we're doing today, we're presenting you with 2 options, okay? One option is to use this McGraw-Hill Connect website. They have their own models, right? They have their own book, and then we would just be using it for free for the rest of the semester. The other, it's very user-friendly. At the end of the day, it might be more manageable for us, okay? They'll still have to do, the student has to do each, their own work. Alternatively, we can also use Blackboard. So that's option number 2, and that's what Andy's gonna discuss later. With option number 2, with Blackboard, we would have to come in, take pictures of all the models, create a bank of images, and then each of us create our own exams, like Andy's saying, where you can tailor it to your own. You want to give your students 2 minutes, 1.5 minutes, can they go back? So that would be using Blackboard. And that would be using the models that we already have, but that takes, preparation on our side, that we have to go take these pictures, because these pictures, we may or we may not have them. So we have time to figure that out. I'm gonna show you this version, and then Andy will show you the Blackboard version, and then we can figure out what's best for us. What do you say? Okay. So right now, I just label the course and I hit create course. Okay. So, it's going to give us a web address that this is what will be shared with the students. So the students will be able to just click on this link and will be able to find my course right away. All that is pending is that McGraw-Hill provides them with a temporary free pass, so that once they click on this, they're not asked for a passcode. They just enter that number and they have free access to it. All right, so now I'm gonna go to home. And now this is what your page will look like. I have no assignments, but I can add assignments here. The book is right here. Okay, so you can click on the electronic book, and the atlas is right underneath. Okay, so you can choose. Now, what are the students seeing? You can click on student view, and this is what the students will see. When they log in, they'll see who's their instructor. This is their book. It says course materials. This is what they can read. And then under resources, they have anatomy and physiology revealed, which is that virtual dissection that we have. Okay, so this is what they will see. Now, if I want to build an assignment, or if I want to build instructions for the students, so what I can do is I go to add assignment, okay, and then I can choose. Do I want to give them questions, okay? Do I want to give them a virtual lab? There's very limited virtual labs for anatomy. They have it for the endocrine, blood, but they don't have for skeletal, for example. So we'll look at those choices in a minute. You can attach an assignment, which these, basically you'll submit it as a Word document, and the students will upload them. You have to grade them manually on your own individual. You can give them a web activity. Let's say if you find something online that you want them to complete, you can do that. But I think, in my opinion, what we should begin with is a reading assignment. So I'm going to click on reading assignment, and then it tells you the table of contents of the lab manual, right? What system do you want to do? So let's say that I'm going to give them 2 assignments. The first one is to study the skeletal system. So we start with that, and I click on study the skeletal system and continue. You can only do one at a time. And this is when you can decide when are you going to assign it, starting at what time, and when is it going to be due. Okay. I don't know. I'm just using any, right? You can give them, if you want, you can give them a very short amount of time to make sure that they're in fact sitting. Perhaps this is what I would do. They're supposed to be in lab with me from 9 to 12. So I will open this at 9 a.m. and then they have to submit it by 12, right? So to ensure that they're using the time of lab to complete the work. Right now, I'm just giving them a whole week. Yes?
Is there a potential legal problem here with us giving them a different look at different assignments than is on the laboratory outline that we gave them at the beginning?
Yeah.
So we will have to, so that,
I understand that, Julia.
so, legally no, because they are offering, they're opening this to us, so it's not like we are hijacking their system.
No, I don't mean with them. I mean as far as that contract with our students, that syllabus we gave them at the beginning of the semester.
So what we are going to do,
We're not, you're right, we're not using a Costa County book, right? And they pay for it, we're not using that book, but content-wise the same. So we just substitute that Costa County book with this Atlas book, for example. And the student doesn't have to pay additional fee, right? It's free for them. So I don't think the student's concerned, other than, you know, if they have to pay for this, I can see that.
they may be upset about it, but they'll use the book in anatomy too. Hopefully, we will go back to the normal format in the fall.
We are already a week behind because of the delay.
Are we gonna eliminate something?
That's up to the course coordinators. I don't know. Yes.
I mean, I know this is unpopular, but I said,
Low battery.
just dump spring break, and then we'll catch up.
Well, I mean, we have to wait to hear what CUNY Central says.